Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we're going to go over something that came up in the news yesterday, but I already had two videos scheduled and I didn't feel like pushing out a third one. So we're going to do the second video today. But we got this notice for the exchange rate adjustments and lineup additions to the Seeds of Growth Bazaar. So during the JP livestream for the Wielder of Magic meta, they did give us a little bit of information about the Seeds of Growth and what they were going to do to it. And so here we have kind of, well, in English, confirmation of what they're actually doing. So we click in here. We'll be implementing lineup additions and exchange rates on the 13th at 11 UTC, which will be the 12th, which will be when the 2-year anniversary actually begins. So just a couple weeks from now, but they're adding in a 5-star EX protection character 10% rate ticket, and then a battle character EX 10% ticket once per month, and it costs 500 Seeds of Growth or 350 Seeds of Growth. They're also adding in just a normal 5-star guarantee ticket, normal bitch tickets, and then normal 5-star shards. So battle shards, protector shards, and you can exchange those once a month for 50, 75, 30, and 250. And then they're also adjusting the cost of the 4-star and 3-star motes. So they're reducing it by quite a bit because they were pretty out of hand. Like I haven't used any of these. I only have a few of them because I've gotten them from like other shops. But 50 to 15, 100 down to 30, and then 10 to 5 and 20 to 10. So I mean, the Seeds of Growth shop right now is still pretty terrible, and you know, just by law of the game, you really shouldn't have that much Seeds of Growth because you should be finishing pity as you know, as much as you can to get the guaranteed units. Like you shouldn't be going into banners, you know, doing ones and twosies multis unless they're like free multis we got from social media rewards, or they're Koban and you didn't want to spend anything, but you know, you got to spend the Koban before it expires. That's the only reason you should have it, but you shouldn't have like, you know, almost 2,000 like I do. This is just because I've played the game since launch and I've summoned a lot, okay? But none of these rewards are really worth it. Like if we look at it, one potion is the equivalent of 15 Seeds of Growth, and you get 10 Seeds of Growth per multi. So this is the equivalent of 450 crystals for one potion. That is fucking awful. Nothing in here is worth it. Nothing in this shop is worth it. So the fact that they're adding in new things is nice. However, it is still ridiculously expensive for, you know, what you're actually exchanging versus what it took to get that exchange currency. But like 5-star tickets, yeah, people can use it. Recruit tickets, I wouldn't buy them. I wouldn't buy these shards either. These tickets though, the EX character rate 10% tickets, are interesting because these are going to be general pool tickets, right? And right now the general pool only has 2 EX characters, which are Yom and Murin, and they're both battle units, right? So, as of right now, this ticket has a 10% chance to get you Yom and Murin, so 5% each. But the fact that they're adding in a protection character, an EX protection character 10% ticket, is now very intriguing, because there are no EX protectors in the general pool, and there's not going to be, because we already know that the next update for the general pool is only going to have, let's see where, is only going to have like up to and including the Space 3.0 units, so Valentine's Day. So none of these characters are going to be EX, right? So we click on here, Yuki, Shinsha, Shion, Lumi, Milim, Raphael, Velzard, Shizu, Violet, Benny, Diablo, Shinsha. Like, none of these are EX characters, right? None of them are protector characters. I mean, and the protectors would be just Diablo, or not Diablo, but Veldora, Toa, Shuna, and Ramaris. So, what are they doing? This could give us a little bit of insight to what they're planning on bringing for the 2-year anniversary. If this starts on the 13th, the 12th technically, are they going to give us new quote-unquote free-to-play EX characters that are protectors, just like Yom and Murin are technically quote-unquote free-to-play, because they're not on a meta banner, You get them from ticket summons, and like you don't have to spend crystals on them, because even if you were to try and spend crystals on the Tempest banner, they're not in the Tempest banner. So that's the whole point, is that you can only get them from these tickets, the double rate tickets, the 4-star tickets, the 5-star guaranteed tickets. So are they going to add new ticket EX characters into the pool? I mean, based on this information, it kind of sounds like it, because there'd be no reason for them to introduce a 10% Protector EX ticket if we're not going to get EX Protectors in the pool. So we could see a new influx of free EX units who could be moderately useful. Like, Yom and Mirren both had a really, really good meta for them with the Vengeance meta, and, you know, they're both defensive-oriented, so we could see, I mean, they weren't really useful before then, but they did get a dedicated meta where they could stand out. So any EX units that they possibly put into the pool now maybe won't be useful immediately, but they could be useful down the line and give you months and months to attempt to pull them. Like, even now, they've been in the pool since February, and I've only ever pulled 2 Mirrens and 1 Yom, right? It's not common. With these tickets, it might be a little more common, but still not great. So I'm intrigued as to what EX Protector they're going to put in, because obviously the Protectors need to be good. Quote unquote, need to be good. Looking at you, Octogram fucking Rimuru. But, hey, I'm ready for some more EX characters, just to fill out the box in a little bit, and maybe get some usefulness out of them. But I don't know who it's going to be, right? If they're going to be, you know, ticket EXs, they'll probably be, I would say, maybe less hype units. Mirren's had a few characters. Yom just got a pretty decent free-to-play unit. So, I mean, these ticket EXs could be where we get some of those characters that have never had a unit, or have never had, like, a new unit. Gazel, Soe desperately needs a new unit. You could get the Harlequin Clowns, you can get Roy Valentine, you can get Father Midray. There are a number of units that are not represented in the game at all, or have 1-unit representations from the release of the fucking game 2 years ago. So they could do a lot with these EX ticket, or ticket EX units. So it gives me hope for what they're adding in the future, and the outlook of the game as a whole. So, I mean, I'm happy. I mean, it's not very far away, right? It's currently the 29th, but I'm dropping this video on the 30th tomorrow. So, and then we just have, you know, just about 2 weeks until the anniversary, until this date hits. So we'll have to see what happens. But let me know your thoughts on this. Do you like the fact that they're updating the shop? Do you wish it was cheaper? What units do you think they're going to bring for these tickets? Let me know your thoughts, but that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.